Well, my name is Mark Riveras, and I am the owner, the captain of El Capitan's Gourmet Sausages and Pretzels.
I'm Samara. I have worked at El Capitan's almost as long as Zach and I have been together. And that's how I got my job here.
My name is Lisa, and I worked at El Capitan's for way too long. Joking, 2 years.
I'm here today to talk a little bit about Zach Cote.
Zach is one of my best friends. I was friends with him before I started working here. And I'm pretty sure I started coming here for the hot dogs, but then you end up meeting Zach and being here for the existentialistic conversations.
I've known Zach for probably like 7 years, and we've been dating for 6 years now.
I remember way back when Zach first came aboard the ship, he was just a young powder monkey running down below into the scuppers and into the bilges to grab the powder and run it up to the gun crews. Over the years, Zach has worked very, very hard here on the ship, helping the customers, serving excellent sausages. And over the years, he's also moved up in the ranks. He's now the XO here. He's our second in command.
He's always been there for me, even before I started working here. He's a good friend of mine. I think half of the reason I work here is not only to pay my own bills, but because Zach works here.
He's very smart and very thoughtful. He's also very funny. And he's also very relaxed, which is really nice. Very like calming persona, I guess.
Five words that describe Zach.
Chill.
A philosopher.
Hardworking.
Smart.
He's gentle and caring.
Caring.
Caring. Yes. Yeah.
Empathic.
Funny.
A badass.
Conscientious.
Wizard.
Oh yeah, fair. He's very fair. Yeah.
And he's talented in a bunch of different ways.
Caring about humanity in general. He really cares about humanity. And he cares about the people around him and the people he works with really very well. And that's an important aspect of El Capitan's. We try to take good care of it. And he does that very well.
If Zach got stuck or banished to a deserted island and he could have three things, I think those three things would be...
He would have to have, even if it was a deserted island, it would have to have some kind of satellite internet connection because he'd have to have his music and Spotify. Zach does all of our playlists and is very well versed in music.
Samara, Josh, and music, I think.
Something to, or some ability to do some gourmet cooking. So he would have to have some kind of a barbecue or something because Zach is a pretty accomplished cook or chef, even far beyond his work here at El Capitan.
I would definitely say he needs his toy for entertainment. I think he would bring his goggles so he could explore the ocean, and probably a lighter or something to start a fire, just because that seems really useful.
And I think probably the third thing he'd need would be a lot of sunscreen. Because I've seen him after he comes back from a festival or two, and yeah, he tends to be a bit light of skin, so sunscreen would be a necessity. Those are the three things.
Funniest thing that I've seen, well, I mean, we've partied a bit together, so I've seen some ridiculous times out of a lot of our friends. But those things can't be said on camera.
I guess back at the old place on Halloween, he was dressed like a panda, and some random guy came in with a bamboo stick and ended up giving that to Zach, so he had like an extra piece of his costume that night.
And I think the funny things that I see him do are probably the standard, like pretending that the tongs are crab claws.
Yeah, little crab hand, yeah.
Or when we first opened up the new El Capitans, he had to work with, what is that stuff called?
FRP.
FRP. And he hates it, but he was the one to do all of the FRP because he's better at it than anybody else. So part of the award ceremony at that one, he got an FRP certificate on FRP. Yeah, or he said if school doesn't pan out, you can always go back to FRP. He's good at it.
But yeah, like going to Meltdown, it's definitely some fond memories. And then we've gone on a couple of road trips, which is really cool. Like just getting to like see the country, enjoying that together.
Many years ago, when we were still at the other building, Zach decided to have a little party on a Sunday night, which probably wasn't that bad of an idea, except for the fact that the party went so long that they were still in the building partying when the people next door at Whole Feed and Seed showed up. And I happened to have to go down to the building early, and I ran into one of the Whole Feed and Seed people who looked at me, and this is a Monday morning, we don't even open till Wednesday at this point, and he said, "Oh yeah, your people just left." And I looked at him and I said, "Our people just left?" I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Oh, there was a whole group of your people here with Zach, your manager, until about a half an hour ago." I said, "It's 8 o'clock in the morning. What are they doing?" So I couldn't quite figure out what was going on until I went into the building, and there were obvious signs of the party going on. And then I was working a little later when the landlord from Whole Feed and Seed walked over and gave me a piece of her mind about this gigantic party that happened in the warehouse that night. So my fondest memory of Zach was a gigantic party that happened that was spilled over into the morning. In fact, if he had just cut the party off at about like 6 a.m., nobody would have known the difference.
I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you. You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling
I just wanted to say thank you very much, Zach, for all of the work that you have done over the years and your support. And I just don't think I would have opened a new restaurant. We've been in this new location for 1 year. I don't think I would have opened a new restaurant unless I had your help and support. I wouldn't have even taken on the project. And I thank you for all the good years, and we hope to have some good years moving forward.
Thanks, Zach, for working for El Capitans for 10 years. You do a great job.
I mean, he's always kind and generous. I've seen him feed homeless people. I've seen him be awesome.
Yeah, the customers love you, and I love you.
falling for nobody else but you.
Here's to you, Zach. 10 great years and counting. Thank you very much. We look forward to 10 more in the future.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Show me the ring and I'll jump right through. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through. Show me the ring and I'll...
Here's to you, Zach. 10 years and counting. 10 great years. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. What's you doing back there?
I used to.
Okay, so we're recording now.
We're rolling.
Okay.
I used to.
One of the times I got a free hot dog for making up a pirate joke, I said, "What does a pirate bring to a boxing match?" And the answer is his left hook. Which is terrible, and you probably shouldn't record that.
And we're saying cheers to Zach or just
I
cheers?
used to.
Caring, hardworking,
Empathic was a good one.
empathic.
I should have said it.
Funny.
I'm flying feeling I'm
came up with 2 of them.
falling for nobody else.
Here's to Zach. See you, Zach.
Very good.